Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Hilton Bangin, representing Team Physio Fit. I'm just about to take you through a full day of eating. I just got home from the gym. Just finished my active recovery day. So basically just all myofascial releases, soft tissue mobilization, static stretching, lengthening out my muscles. It's about 6, it's almost 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. It's like 5:58 in the morning. I usually get up around 5:20, meditate, and then leave the house by 5:30 a.m. Gym's about 5 minutes away, so it's really close, very convenient for me. And I'm a morning person, so that's why I like to hit the gym in the morning, kind of get my mind right, get my bearings lubricated, so to speak. It really just kind of sets the tone for me in the morning. Getting up in the morning is really a challenge sometimes. So just being able to defeat kind of myself first thing in the morning really sets the tone to just allow me to kind of tackle on whatever endeavors I have for the rest of the day. So yeah, that's kind of my morning ritual, my morning perspective, if you will. With that said, full day eating, right? So I'm in maintenance mode right now. So with maintenance mode, let's go put this camera down, like a wrist cramp. So maintenance mode. I'm not worried about any quantifiable measurements at this point because I'm maintaining. I don't have any specific goals in mind. So there's no need to count any macronutrients. There's no need to hit a caloric threshold at the end of the day. However, I am still making sure to choose quality macronutrients. I'm making sure to, what else? I'm making sure to get a lot of quality nutrients, wholesome foods. I really emphasize getting a lot of colors on my plate per meal. So those are the things I really focus on. At the end of the day, food is an energy source. Food is supposed to help, maintain vitality. I mean, for me, it helps me sustain energy levels, maintain vitality, and just helps me get through the day. I don't like that feeling of having fluctuations of energy throughout the day, those sugar crashes. I like to get things done, I aim to be very productive every day. So I want to make sure that the food I do consume is going to allow me to be productive. I mean, otherwise, I can't be me. And if I can't be me, I can't be happy. So you know what I mean? It's that simple. So first meal of the day. I'll be honest with you, I'm not like a huge breakfast person. There are days where I'll go to the Evergreen Inn or just any kind of like breakfast place and have, eggs and sausage and bacon. But not today. Today I'm not really. Today's workout was just a recovery day, so the calories aren't necessarily needed too much this morning. Also, another thing is too, kind of like, although I'm not counting macronutrients per se, I am watching it. So I will say that I aim to have higher fats every day per meal, lower carbohydrates, and moderate protein. So with that said, this is how I'm starting the day, and I don't plan anything. I kind of go with the flow. And if I am, if I do cut or if I'm, looking to bulk up, I have everything pre-planned. I'm very OCD-ish. I like to prepare, but I'm in maintenance mode, so I'm in autopilot. I'm just going with the flow, going with the day. So I've already taken my fish oils actually. So I get 3 of these in the morning. Fish oil. It's about 1,000 milligrams per. With that, I've already been kind of prepared everything, but I have my coffee in my H mug. I got this from my sister for Merry Christmas. Good looking out, Mana. Appreciate it. And with my coffee, I'll put a very, very fat pour, like a loose pour of heavy whipping cream in it. So just black coffee, whipping cream, no sugar. So, like I said, I'm high fats. So, I mean, the reason behind it is because, like, I like to run off ketones. You know, I tried the ketogenic diet not too long ago, and I loved it. I will say, for me, it was hard to sustain the ketogenic diet because it calls for a super high amount of fats per day. And it's hard to get all that. I think it calls for 75% of your macronutrient intake coming from fats. And if you try to conceptualize that, it's one of the hardest things to do, trust me. So, but I mean, just the whole idea of using fats, using ketones as your main source of energy, it goes hand in hand with what my goals are in life. Every day, I want to be able to have a sustainable amount of energy, not have that foggy brain, and not have the sugar crashes. So, I mean, and that's another reason. That's why I don't put sugar in my coffee. Sugar will actually really spike your insulin levels up, which will lead to that crash. And if I'm crashing, I ain't working and I ain't being productive. So yeah, anyways, that's my first meal. Heavy whipping cream, coffee, and then 3 grams of fish oil. And that's how that's kind of how I start my day. So now I am going to wash up. I have work at 9 o'clock this morning, so I'm just gonna get ready for work, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the next meal. Yo, what up? I'm in my break right now. I have an hour to eat, so I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. Quick but detailed as possible. So first things first, I have a full bottle of creatine. So obviously creatine is probably one of the most researched supplement out there. You know, there's a lot of questions. Is it safe, or is it, you know, is it effective or whatnot? I mean, all the research points to it being all good. Apart from actually being in the helping with the muscle system, the creatine phosphate system, creatine also shows to have a lot of cognitive benefits. A lot of people tend to get better, sharper thinking when there's a lot of creatine in their system and they've been taking it for a long time. One thing to really to keep in mind though, with the cognitive benefits of creatine, it takes a while for it to actually apply. So the adaptation period takes anywhere between 3 to 2 months. 3 weeks to 2 months. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you want to start to just take creatine for the cognitive benefits. Just know that there is an adaptation period, and everyone's different, but I mean obviously the range says between 3 weeks to about 2 months till you start actually feeling the effects of the creatine working and the sharper thinking. Second portion I have is I have my fruits. It's apples. So big thing why I like to have apples or fruits in general, number one is fiber. But specifically with apples have a lot of good digestive enzymes. And digestive enzymes are really important to feed the healthy bacteria that goes on in our gut. It helps obviously keep you regulated and whatnot. And also there's a lot of good micronutrients in fruit. Apples have a lot of fiber. I don't necessarily know all the micronutrients that apples have, but I know they have a lot of good ones. So yeah, so digestive fiber, or digestive enzymes, and also fiber to keep me regulated. So, and obviously it's a different color. I mentioned earlier I like to have different colors, a lot of different colors when I eat. So apples kind of fits that mold, fits that criteria for me. I have 2, as you can see. Alright, and then for like my macro-rich content food, I have something from Costco. It's a Southwestern style white chicken wrap. Now, when I talk about colors, this has colors for show. Check it out. So there's lettuce, there's obviously veggies, there's corn, there's cheese, there's chicken for my protein, and there's onions as well, red onions. So that's looking at 5 different colors within this little chicken wrap right here. And in addition to that, I also have chimichurri sauce, which has a lot of fat. Obviously, my whole thing with my diet, what I'm trying to follow is high fat, lower carbohydrate, and moderate protein. This right here fits that mold, fits that criteria for me. As far as the macronutrient breakdown goes, there's a lot of fat in the chimichurri sauce, so that really has me covered. Although it's chicken breasts, lower amount of fat, there's some fat in the chicken breast, and then it has a lot of those colors, like I was saying, which obviously has a lot of micronutrients. Like I said, I only have 45 minutes to finish my meal. The second meal of the day. Creatine helps with the creatine phosphate system within my muscles, and also cognitive effects. Apples, digestive enzymes, fiber, adds a little bit of color to my life. And my micro content meal, a lot of colors, high fat, helps me get back into ketosis, helps me stay on ketones. And yeah, so I'm just gonna enjoy this beautiful day, eat my meal, and I'll see you in meal number 3, guys. Peace. All right, guys, here comes meal number 3. I'm pretty hyper right now. I just finished a little bit of a push workout, so my endorphins are kind of circulating through my brain. So yeah, with that said, this is what I have for meal 3. I already kind of have everything ready. I have basically a big ass, I just literally put 3 grabs of romaine lettuce from the bag into this plate right here. I don't know if you can really kind of see how much there is, but that's a lot. See? Check it out. I also have honey mustard that I just loose poured all over on top of the romaine lettuce. I have a full avocado in there. And I also have 2 sausages right here. The macro content breakdown, high fat, up from the avocado, omega-3 fatty acids, low carbohydrates, no kind of like white rice or white bread, no high glycemic index carbohydrates in here, and high fats, or I did say high fats, but moderate protein, I mean to say, with the 2 sausage links. Granted, I might get 2 more, which it'll still be considered moderate. And at the end of the day, I'm not even tripping. I'm in maintenance mode, so, and I just worked out. So, like, after you work out, especially, you kind of have leeway, because when you work out, your muscles are really in need of your nutrients. So the insulin spike, at the end of the day, you can manipulate it to allow it to work around your workouts, to the point where it's not going to be as detrimental to your insulin levels and your energy levels. So, but everyone's body is different. I've been playing around with, insulin control for a while now. So I kind of really understand how my body reacts to it. So I'll go into that on another video. Right now, I could smell this honey mustard and the sausage, so I'm ready just to scarf this bad boy down. All right, so that concludes my full day of eating, guys. So I mean, big takeaways that I really want to emphasize with my diet, my maintenance mode diet, really is just to I really try to control my insulin. I want to be able to stay productive throughout the day, keep my energy levels up. I want to feel good. So the best way to do that, stay away from high glycemic index foods, stay away from sugar. You could time I'm not saying to never eat it, but there's ways to optimize the insulin spikes to work for you. Yeah, that'll probably be another video. I'll get into that, just kind of the physiology, the science behind that whole idea of controlling insulin around workout times. I think it's something called carbohydrate backloading, which is something really popular nowadays that a lot of people like to utilize. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll put all of my references down in the description below. And yeah, it's gonna be a good year, man. 2016. I'm gonna have fun just sharing all this knowledge that I'm gonna be learning with everyone who cares, who's a big nerd who wants to kind of just know the whys behind all the do's. So yeah, that's it. My red bite, you know what it is. Till next time.